Welcome. I'm dead excited about the changes that we're going to be taking this week. Getting your photos organized, getting them sorted so that you can actually access them, so that you can use them. In this video, though, I want to talk a little bit about storage, in particular cloud storage and backup. So there's 4 reasons why I think storage is crucial, and having an online backup is crucial. The first one is the fact that you've always got a backup there of your memories. And for me, I always used to panic about what would happen if I lost my phone, what would happen if I lost a hard drive, if someone came in and stole my computer. Memories are things that you cannot get back. Having an online backup means that you've always got somewhere where your photos and memories are stored. So if you lose your phone, you can access them and you can get them back without a problem. So for me, that's one of the number 1 reasons why you should have an online backup. The second reason is about access to those memories. So for me, I'm able to see my photos on my phone. I'm able to see it on my computer. I'm able to see them on my Apple TV and watch them straight on the TV. You can watch them from anywhere, and that is a crucial part of actually forming memories, is watching those memories back. There's no point having 60,000 photos or videos. They might as well not be there if you can't access them regularly and often. Third one, for those of you who have smaller memory phones, is that you can actually clear space on your phone but still have the photos on there. So for example, with iCloud, which is what I use, you can actually upload a higher resolution photo or video to the cloud, and then it will store a lower resolution video or photo on your phone. So you can still see them all on your phone, but the big full file is held online. With my setup, what I've got my computer set up to automatically download the full high definition versions of those photos. So that is it's the exact photo that has been taken from my camera. It uploads it to the cloud, and then my computer back at home will download that automatically. And I've got a version stored on there, but it's also stored on the cloud. Now, when I'm editing them on my phone, it does mean sometimes that you then have to wait a little second for it to download the full resolution file if you're editing the photo or something like that, for example. But most of the time, if you're just viewing them, you've got them on every single device that you've got. And the fourth reason is that ability to relive memories. It actually can improve your memory of an event. There's several stages of creating a memory, and this for me is what this is all about. Is actually, it's not about having beautiful photos, it's about having beautiful memories. It starts with an intention of saying, this is something which I want to remember. At that point, you've got to figure out a way of storing it. Now, photography and video is a great way of storing and capturing that memory. And then the third part of it is actually re-accessing that memory. And that's the crucial bit, that if we're not doing that, then we're not practicing that use of memory. If you think about when you're revising for an exam at school, you start with that intention. What is it that I want to revise? What is it that I want to commit to memory? When revising, you'll do all sorts of things like, you'll write your notes, you'll highlight things, you'll turn them into other stuff. That's what you're doing when you're processing photos and videos, when you're editing them together. That's that element of it. The final stage is actually you being able to recall that information. If, for example, you are revising for an exam, you cram for the event, you get it done for the exam, and then you never access that memory again, then you will forget that. And it's the same with your own family memories. If you're not accessing them on a regular basis, if you don't have a way of accessing them on a regular basis, then you will start to lose those memories. For me, that's my 4 reasons. Always having a backup, always having access to your memories from every device that you've got. The fact that you can free up space on your phone and on your different devices, and the fact that you can relive those memories and turn them into long-term memories that you can keep on accessing. The more you access your memories, the more you're likely to remember these things later on in life. Now, there's lots of different options and ways in which you can back things up. The one which I use is iCloud, which is the Apple version. What that's doing is it's backing up my Photos app, which is basically, it's a database with all my photos stored in it. So any structures which I put in place, any folders which I put in place on my Photos app on my phone will come into my Photos app on my computer. You can do similar things with Google Photos. If you're on Android, you can create folders in your Google Photos and they will go onto your Google Photos when you're looking at them from a desktop computer. It's a little more clunky on Google Photos just because there isn't a direct app for it on the computer. So you are accessing them online, but having a Google Drive is much better than not. Other options that people sometimes have are things like Dropboxes and all sorts, where they are basically backing up their own folders which they've created. And this is kind of what I used to do, but the problem with that is the sorting of them is very difficult. It takes a lot more time to back those things up and make sure that you are doing that. There's often a manual process that goes on, and ultimately I think if you're a parent, time is of the essence, and if you can have something that does it automatically, having something that's backing up a database automatically like Google Photos or iCloud Photos is much easier for you in the long run. I would always recommend that you have at least a hard drive. Little hard drives like this, 2 terabytes. They're around, I can't remember, like £60-70, something like that. And it's well worth having a hard drive that's dedicated to your photos too. But having that online version is a really good idea.